So 1.1, we have a person earns 16,750 per month and has the following living expenses. So we present it with a table. Thereafter, we are told that the person will receive an annual increase of 7.5%. This is a little better than the national inflation rate, currently 6% per annum, as the financial position of the person stayed the same, improved, or worsened. So in order for us to determine the outcome, which will be to verify that, right, we need to first determine his increase, and the increase will be taken from the salary. Once we determine his increase and what that amount is, we need to see whether it is more than the expense changes that took place from the old month to the new month, whether that difference is more or less than the increase is receiving, and then we can determine our outcome, whether it's worse, same, or increased. So let's start off. Let's do 7.5% times the 16,750, and this we got it from his salary, and we'd arrive at an amount of 1,256.25. Okay, now that we know his increase in his salary, the amount, so let's determine the difference in the expenses. So we would take the current month, which is 13,149.30 minus the 11,872.30, and this would give us 1,277. So therefore we can determine the difference now. So we take 1,277 minus the 1,256.25, and that would give us 19 Rand 75. Now if you look at the 19 Rand 75, although it's in terms of the expense, we find that it's not a significantly huge amount for us to determine that it's increased or worse. In this case, it would be towards the getting worse because it's an expense. His expenses are a little bit more, but it's not a very significant amount in terms of us to say that it would be getting worse. So therefore, it's approximately the same. (1.2) A liter of milk currently costs 9 Rand 11 cents. The expected inflation rate for 2015 will be 6.5%. What will the price of the milk be in 2015? So basically our milk price will be increasing, and there's two ways in which we could do this. We could find the 6.5%, which would be the increase, right? Find 6.5% of the 9 Rand 11 cents, and we can add this on to the 9 Rand 11 cents, and that would give us an amount of 9 Rand 71, right? Or alternatively, you could do 106.5% over 100 times 9 Rand 11, and you'd still arrive at the same amount, which is 9 Rand and 71 cents. Okay, 1.3, the price of Nike shoes in 2014 is 650 Rand and 95 cents. What was the price of the Nike shoes in 2013? If the inflation rate for 2013 was 6.8%. So all we're doing now is we need to take out the 6.8% from the price that we have at the moment. So we're going back. So in order for us to take out the 6.8%, so we put the 6.8 at the bottom, and we multiply by the given amount that we have there, and that would be 650.95. And by doing this here, all we're doing is we're taking out the 6.8%, which has been added to the 650. So we obviously would be getting a amount that's less than the 650, which would be 611.80. So the next one, we have a bit of a problem. This should be soap, this word here, right, and not chocolate. If you read further, you'll see what I mean. Okay, let's go with this. It states there in 1.4, a bar of soap currently costs 8 Rand and 51 in 2020. The expected inflation rate for 2021 will be 6.3%. What will the price of the soap be in 2021? See, notice it would be soap, not chocolate. Okay, so let's go on with this. All we're doing is we increasing the price of the soap, because previously it was 8.51. Inflation will take place and now it would be a little expensive. So remember, your answer will obviously be bigger. So all we do is we increasing the amount. So by increasing it, we can use 106.3. We put the 6%, 6.3% at the top when we're increasing the amount, and it will give us directly the amount that we need. Remember, you could do it the other way, where you could find 6.3% and then you add it on to the 8 Rand 51. So in this way, we are making sure that we add it on one time to save us some time in the exams, but you use whichever method you feel comfortable with. And our answer would be 9 Rand and 5 cents. And remember, like I said, you could say 6.3% times 8 Rand 51, and then you add this onto the 8 Rand 51, and that would still give us 9 Rand and 5 cents. Okay, in 1.5 we've corrected that mistake. In most of these booklets, please be aware of the wording and also some mistakes that can confuse you, but verify with your teachers should you get confused. Okay, if you look at that, we corrected that in 1.5. It was actually saying dress, in fact, when initially they're speaking about a cell phone. So let's continue. The price of a cell phone is 1,300 Rand and 95 cents in 2019. What was the price of the phone in 2018 if the inflation rate for 2018 was 6.5? So now that we know that the price is 1,300 some change, we know that our price that we're speaking about, or our answer, would obviously be less because inflation has taken place. So let's work it out, and we want to take out this percentage. So it's 6.5. Now the method in which we use, we say 600 divided by 106.5. So we are taking out that amount which they added, and by taking it out we put that in the bottom. So our amount would be 1,395 cents. So we multiply through, we see it's going to take out that additional 6.5%, and that would give us an amount of 1,221.55, and that would be our answer. Okay, for 1.6, the 1.7 that appears here shouldn't be here, because basically this entire section is one question. Alright, so let's put this in its perspective. So we have 1.6, a TV set increases in price from 17,000 some change to 19,000 some change, right? So calculate the inflation rate for this period. So now what they want us to do is basically we look at percentage increase and decrease. That's basically what's going on here. In this case, it will be percentage increase, because from 17,000 it's gone to 19,000. So let's write down the formula. Remember, substitution is very, very important in the formula. So percentage increase is equal to the difference, right, over the price of the previous year. Right, and we multiply that by 100. Okay, can say it 100 over 1, that's fine too. Okay, so keeping this in mind, let's look at our amounts. The difference will be, so we need to take the difference from these two amounts, which would be 19,000 for 19,943.99, subtract 17,355.75 divided by, and the amount from the previous year would be the 17,000. So 17,355.75, and remember we must have multiplied this by 100. So when we put this in the calculator, we should get a percentage amount, because remember it's percentage increase or decrease. In this case, percentage increase, which is 14.91%.